Keep going.
You
think I'm worried about people? Hello, we're back. Mickstape Live. Tyler, go ahead and finish your thought that was happening seconds ago.
Listen, I'm just saying. I feel like Rick Fox does all the dirty work, all the clutch stuff for the first 3 quarters. Horry does it for the 4th and gets the credit. There's value in that because you got to be a closer too. But those moments don't matter. Like if Rick Fox don't do all the clutch shit in the first 3 quarters, Horry on the bench, no clutch to be found.
But we're back, and as you can see, we've got all sorts of new toys going on. Oh, look at Rodman with the leopard hair.
He broke
out
something.
A big game.
I was like, he broke out something nice for this.
Tweeting this out here. Yeah, I don't know how Shaq ever lost a jump ball.
The old form. Wow. This building cost $400 million, you know.
Cash.
Literal cash money.
Costs more if you wanted to pay literally any other way.
What a flex. I hate rich people.
I saw something today that if you made over $1 million for an extended period of time as part of these Trump bucks, you were getting like a smooth 1.7.
Okay.
And it's like, what do you mean?
They were struggling before, man. They need every bit.
It's not a divorcee, Shaq and one.
It's get alimony.
Luke Longley's like, boy.
Like some ruckus. Eddie Jones.
They're talking about the previous Lakers Bulls game from this year, and they're like, Luke Longley it was something like 20, and it was like Shaq did not play. I was like, it feels like he should have led with that.
Yeah, listen, they're like, this is the one game Luke Longley's family is watching from Australia, I think. So it's like, hey, listen, let's toss the kid a ball, huh?
Jordan Baum. Hello, Brent. This is, I believe this is the day the Falcons lost to the Packers. No. That was earlier than that. This is 98, so this would have been a Broncos Super Bowl year, right?
98 was, yes, the Broncos' second one.
All right, so yeah, this was February 1st, 98. Okay. Shout out a happy birthday to my mom back then.
Oh, not now, but
I'm positive it's all right. I watched the first 15 minutes. Kobe's on the bench. They cut to him several times. Again, all the stars are out.
He said this shit. I ain't seen Kobe yet, man. We're gonna find out together, my guy.
Yeah, Kobe White. Yeah, he's in this game. I don't
know. Yeah, no, you guys are Cody Zeller. There's no doubt about it.
Jordan Lightwork. Yeah, listen, I take none of the blame. You can make as many jokes. YouTube has set me up many times. I'm Wile E. Coyote. Sure. They are the Roadrunner. I continuously keep falling off the cliff and not realizing it until I look down.
This is a time, though. Boy, we're going to see James Worthy get back in transition. And
Jordan Cash.
He's very good.
We'll see. You know, I mean, this is only year 14. There he is.
Oh, okay. A young fan. Yeah. Why is it? That's a great question. The quality of this game is much better than any GIF I've seen from any like type of broadcast. I don't know, 2000 to present. After the fact. Okay.
This had to be, this is like, in his mind, this is, and no one else knew this, but in his mind, he's like, this is my last regular season game in LA.
Yeah. If I win the championship, you know what I mean? Nah, you know. If not, you know, I don't, you know, I'm very superstitious.
By the way, everyone in the chat, you can go ahead, give me compliments. First time wearing it. I got the moss on.
It's tremendous.
Colby, great question. Hold on. That's right. We have multiple banners. You didn't think we had other things to go on the ticker, did you?
Ah.
But no, Raptors just a t-shirt. During these trying times, we can only put up one item of clothing per Trig creation. So we went t-shirt, but that t-shirt, that one's one of the sneaky my favorite.
It's very good.
It's incredibly strong. We wanted to put it out in a purple t-shirt. They couldn't source a purple shirt. Again, production right now, shout out the merch team in general, just being able to get anything done. I know that's a job. That's a job that requires a lot of hands in a lot of different states. So the fact that they're able to do anything right now is incredible.
Yep.
But no, it's in theory spring. And
that's what I've been told.
Going to potentially be summer after that. So I made the switch to t-shirt. But listen, if the people keep demanding sweatshirts, maybe the next one's a crew neck.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Maybe we'll spice it up a little bit with a nice crew neck.
Whatever you do, I won't wear it or support it in any way.
No.
I want that on the table early.
No.
Another 17-foot jumper. Bob. Nope. Kobe's like, come on.
Yeah. Let me in the goddamn game. Polo shirt. Yeah. With the Mickstape logo with the horse.
Mm-hmm. Just a man on there playing polo with the mask.
Yeah. Anyone bald with this view, because we're watching on this smaller screen, with this view, any bald man on the Bulls, I'm like, nice pass, Jordan. Nice play.
Yeah. Listen, I'm glad Kobe still got the hair for that same reason. I'm like, boy, oh boy, Shaq was quick, wasn't he? Like,
well, that was the problem when we were watching the last time. Him and Rick Fox had too similar a hair. I was like, boy.
Yeah.
A Mickstape face mask would be strong, but I don't know if we can jump to the top of the line to be sourcing face masks worldwide.
Listen, it was worth a shot. I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. Mickstape iron lung.
Mickstape soap. That do numbers.
Yeah, Shaq still has not figured it out.
Boy, oh boy. His last 10, though. He's heating up. Yeah.
Look at these 98 ass graphics. I like these. These are strong.
These are pretty good.
This Shaquille. It look like a Kenny G jazz album.
Yeah, I was like, I did so many PowerPoint presentations that look like that just last slide. Just like Malcolm X.
Actually good.
Yeah. Side swipe.
It's star wipe. It's 98. They still don't have score on the TV constantly technology.
No. We're seeing it more often, but no. Good pass, Mike. Back to me.
He's like, what do you know? I'm open.
Yeah, get this guy out of here. I see why they're not guarding him. I think it could work. I think the pregnancy test could work.
I still can't believe Shaq has those. That's you talk about a man who will endorse anything.
Mm-hmm. Listen, it's probably coming. Oh boy, Joe Klein. If Michael Jordan won a title with Joe Klein as a center, what's higher than one?
The Athletic put out a piece today with a bunch of people talking about Jordan and what to expect with The Last Dance. First episode's what, Sunday?
Sunday night.
Sunday night.
Sunday. I was gonna say I don't know about night anymore.
Sunday, whenever you happen to turn on your television.
Yeah, I think they're doing 2 a night. I think right.
Are they? Did they move to that?
I think they're doing 2 a night, 2 a Sunday, every Sunday for 5 weeks. I think. I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, man. Well, I don't know if they're gonna do one at noon and 8. Listen, whatever time, I'm there.
Yeah, I'll drop any and all responsibilities to catch that. But they're airing the raw version on ESPN, and then the edited version on ESPN2. So if you watch it on ESPN2, you get a big old dump in your pants.
Yeah, don't even watch it, Ned Flanders.
But B, I guess the Athletic somehow was able to wrangle Michael Jordan for some words on it, and he was just like, I'm worried people are going to think I'm a bit mean. And I was just like, what?
Well, I think this is, you got to think in Jordan's mind. I was gonna say he's probably seen, this has probably been sent to him. I don't know if he's seen this, like all 10 hours of this, right? So he's like, I know what they said. I know what I said. I don't know what they used though.
Yeah, I guess it's with someone. It might have been with Joe Klein. It was with somebody on that year where he's just like constantly berating them in practice, and he's like, I don't know if people are gonna understand why I was strangling
why I dotted Steve Kerr's eye after one particular, like if LeBron just punched out Caruso like after a heated practice, no, just put one right on him.
Here's the thing, Thomas Taylor, since this was supposed to come out after the season, they kind of put like a rush on like the editing and everything because they saw this huge gap. So I don't think he has as much control and everything as he was probably pitched when it was originally filmed.
That's why I say it's probably in his hands, but has he watched all 10, made his notes, and sent it back? I don't know about that. Yeah.
Heavens, no. Aiden, thank you for asking. I am wearing a delightful Randy Moss 1998, actually.
I thought this was Jake Reed that entire time.
My Troy Williamson jersey.
Yeah. Big Sydney Rice fan.
This is
that Fish? No headband Fish? Yeah.
It's there's waistband now. He hasn't started pulling it up yet. He got the spot start here for the injured Nick Van Exel.
We'll see Eldon Campbell come in soon. What's Shaq got on?
They look like Adidas.
Good Lord. What a move. Like, imagine being that big, that strong, and having that move. Like the crossover, one-handed.
Hesitation.
Yeah.
I know it's just two guys dicking around in layup lines, but the spin move combo he puts on Jordan in the All-Star game back with the Magic. I mean, Jordan's trying all.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He
spun him out of the picture.
Yeah. And Jordan was just like, "What do you mean he just did that? What are you talking about?"
He probably makes one. There's the man. He probably makes one decision differently. He just dunks that. He's like, "Yeah, I just decided to, go with the shimmy." But yeah.
This is one of my favorite storylines from Twitter in recent years. Nick Van Exel discovering iced coffee.
I did not see this, but big Nick Van Exel fan. That guy used to get buckets.
It was like last summer maybe, and just randomly one day he was like, "Man, I sure am tired in the middle of the day. I need." Oh, there he is, Kobe.
Yeah. How many minutes in? Second quarter, halftime. Yeah. Listen, don't do anything bad. All right. I was like, yeah, okay, yeah. So this is year 2 for Kobe, right?
96, 97, 96. Yeah, so 90. Yeah, this is year 2.
End of year 2. Yeah, because I would say he starts. This is the last year he's not starting. PU, steal the ball.
Yeah. Come on, Froey.
Get it, young boy.
Shaq's like, I don't know about this guy.
Yeah. No.
Coming in, getting some shots.
Coming in hot. The copester. Okay, let's say he could do that. Shaq from 17.
Shaq's like, well, we're just gonna throw a bullshit. And take back
let me get my turn. Just 8 of the last 9 shots. I don't see Michael Jordan. I mean, the screen's really little. He might be there, but I'm saying I don't see him.
He's missed all of them. This is the most passive Kobe we'll ever see.
There he is. Yeah, this is months before I think Kobe would airball those shots.
Oh yeah.
Or was that rookie year? Or was it 2 years? They lost to the Jazz this year. I don't know if this was the airball years, just because they got.
Imagine if we had got Jordan Kobe or Jordan Shaq in the finals for his last one. That would have been way cooler. Way cooler.
Yeah. Listen, yeah, that I will say that's the thing about the Jordan era. Everybody got one crack at it till the Jazz.
Yeah, they got two.
Yeah, it was like, what was it? Lakers first, Suns, Blazers, Sonic, Jazz, and then last year should have been or could have been the Lakers. It's like, yeah, no, I thumped everyone on the head. Jerry Sloan 1 or 2, so I gave him 2, but everybody else got 1.
If he had gotten two, like the opposite ends of Lakers dynasties, like the tail end of Magic and then the beginning of Kobe Shaq, that would have been sick. But again, fuck Karl Malone. Correct.
Good, maybe. Yeah, here we go. His last 19 games, he scored
six 40-point games, 6 30 games.
This is February 1st before the All-Star game. How many games were there? How many we probably played 30-ish games. Yeah.
I was gonna say the season started later. It wasn't no first week of October.
No, I looked at. Okay, this is.
I'll say like 40.
Yeah, Bulls have played 47. Lakers have played 44. How old is Future at this point in time? That's a great question.
I don't know how old Future is now. You could tell me any age. I'd be like, yep.
Oh boy, this is what a legit 20 years ago.
Buffalo.
Oh boy, this is the what's my man Hitler wear Hermes?
Griselda. This is the West Side Gun. He was
it's young West Side. Yeah, it's West Side Gun's home footage.
Yeah, a young Conway the Machine was bagging up, fully function.
You just hear him yelling at the screen. Box out! Box out!
Pyrex jing jangling in the background. By the way, have you listened to any of Benny the Butcher's stuff? He's also out of that camp.
I'm
sure you've heard him featured.
I was gonna say, I have not. I haven't heard any of his stuff, but I know of him. Yeah.
He put out a tape last year, Plugs We Met, which was incredible. And then I just saw today he's got Plugs We Met 2, produced by La Musica de Harry Fraud.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm all in.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah, I'm all in.
Now what did I listen to? Have you listened to I don't even know, the Reasonable Drought?
Yes.
I'm trying to. What's it's Stove God Cooks and who?
Rock
Marciano. Yeah.
He produced it.
Who produced?
Rock Marciano.
So Stove God Cooks is the rapper.
Yes.
Okay.
Rock Marciano. You've listened to enough Action Bronson to know Rock Marciano.
Damn. Stove God Cooks is a bad rap name, but I thought Rock Marciano was the rapper. That's a good tape though.
I think Stove God Cooks is a sneaky, based on we've kind of run out of a lot of names, so you got to get real creative these days. I feel like Stove God Cooks, it didn't catch me at first, but the more I kept saying it, I was like, all right.
I don't know. Rock Marciano is pretty good.
Way better. No doubt.
But no, that I got to say, I'm all in if New York, the way New York rap is coming back is everybody's 38.
Right.
You're just rapping that. You're like, yeah, now this is exactly my type of rap. I found out these guys are Benny the Butcher. These guys are 41. Rock Marciano's 43. I'm like, yeah.
Rock Marciano.
What a suit! What a cut! You see that coat on Van?
No, I didn't. Who was wearing it?
Van Exel. Please go look at.
We'll see. We'll see more of Van Exel.
Yeah. Did anybody see how wide the coat on Nick Van Exel was? I couldn't believe it.
Rock Marciano, I guess he used to be back with old Busta Rhymes flip mode stuff. So he's been around for a while.
Okay. So he New York 2 Chainz, yeah.
Yeah, he used to pop up Pouches of Tuna, the intro on that Bronson tape.
Yeah.
He's on that.
Okay.
He has the second verse. And I'd argue the best verse on the entire tape.
Also, I'd have to listen again, but I do know of the song, yeah.
Yeah, we've got 5 different Baby named rappers out right now.
A lot of Baby.
And to be fair, all of them are good.
Yeah. I don't know how much. Somebody's gonna go Baby Squared or something.
It's me on the bench.
But you're good. Big man at 11 and 8.
We're not getting new Cardi. I refuse to believe it. Until it's on my phone, we're not getting new Cardi.
Yeah, I feel
Prove me wrong, Playboy.
I feel like enough of his random stuff leaks. Like, people can't be that thirsty, right? Like, I get wanting the new tape, but listen, if it don't leak this week, next week some songs under Happy Rainbow or some shit on Apple Music will pop up.
I love that, but I also hate it when it gets discovered by the man and taken down. Then I'm like, fuck, what?
Mm-hmm. That's how I was listening to 56 Nights on Apple Music for years. That's why. So I'm thrilled they finally legalize it.
I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with these old internet commercials. Absolutely obsessed.
Man, MSNBC.com. That's hilarious.
With the butterfly, MSN. Yeah, with the butterfly.
You remember? Anybody here remember a time when their homepage wasn't just going right to Twitter? You guys remember that? Good times.
AOL. AOL was. I don't think we'll get anything better than AOL.
What's what's showing a 7-year-old kid like that now? What would that be to us? Like, I don't even think it's like. No,
I think it would have to be Facebook.
I feel like it had to be something more. Like, I'm just trying to think of what would blow my mind like that and be like, what? Like, what?
Oh, you mean like from our era?
Yeah, like if you showed a 7-year-old now that internet, what could you show a 7-year-old from our era? Like, from that time, like a record player wouldn't, like, it ain't.
No,
it's cool, but yeah.
I think it was the box, just the box from that football game. You know, it's one where like the guys could like move, but then when you actually played it, they just fell down and vibrated.
Yeah,
so I think
and they just like like shook.
So I think just the box. Like, as a kid, you're like, holy shit, that's awesome. And then you open it, you're like, this fucking stinks.
Like, why are my offensive linemen going sideways?
Yeah, I hope the Space Jam website. Now I'm worried. I forgot they have another one coming out. If they fuck with that website for this new one, I'll punch LeBron James in the belly.
You know they will. Who's the tall white on the? Which one? I think that one's Joe Klein. The other one's, I think, Bill Winnington's there. Luke Longley's probably. Yeah, that's Luke Longley. That's Vinny Del Negro behind him.
Yeah, Space Jam website being active is a relic that the internet needs to preserve. Like how they do with old buildings in neighborhoods. Like, you can't touch that.
Yeah, the library in your town. Yeah. I hope it's one of those things like somebody, like a really rich benefactor, like pays for the bandwidth every single year. They're like anonymously, like it's like Bruce Wayne or somebody in a movie, but real life, Drill pays to Space Jam website once a year. Every year he writes a check.
What I do wish is because it's up there, but if you like click on stuff, it doesn't really, like, there's a merch section, but like if I could just go buy Space Jam merch off there, I'd be doing it weekly.
Yeah, listen, that's how they're going to update it, and that's how they're going to ruin it. Then why we modernized it to make it look like what it would look like now if it was also back in 1996.
Right. Yeah, that would suck.
Thanks. Yeah.
Here, Kobe.
All right, what are you doing?
Phil Jackson's like, I'll coach both these teams. Watch me.
Yeah, he's like, man, oh man.
This is a great question, Ford. What do you think Jay Glazer's breaking news is going to be? Quite the question. Did you see this floating around earlier?
I did not.
It's he did what we call in the industry a tease. He teased that he had some huge news, which
look at that Magic Man.
Quadruple breasted.
Wow, De La Hoya?
Piazza.
Wow. Look at that head of hair.
Seinfeld.
What do you think about that? Wow.
Kramer, they're never sitting together. Yeah. They're never sitting together.
Seinfeld knew. I don't know who that is.
Eminem. Incognito Eminem.
He was last, so I don't feel bad. You know what I mean? Somebody.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So in today's time, to be sitting on some news and not drop it, no one else fucking has that. You're gonna be pretty comfortable.
Did you say when he's dropping it?
Tonight.
But like, what time? Like,
I think it's like late, honestly.
What a dick move! I don't like that. He's gonna do like a DJ. They should do a bomb off. Glazer, like it had to be Schefter and Woj, but Glazer and who's a pretty good Glazer and Chris Haynes. Do like a bomb off. It's like, oh, okay. Like, bam. You remember when I broke that Kevin Durant was going to the Warriors? Oh,
just Woj versus Funk Flex.
Yeah, everybody appreciates that. He's like, okay. But you remember this? And he puts the screenshot on there when he dropped like somebody's getting like seasoned into surgery. Oh, yeah. Okay, I was fucking with that. Yeah.
So this is from Jay Glazer at 11:30 today. The news I have tonight is not transactional news, not a player getting traded or signed. Woke up to seeing y'all going ape, you know what, guessing what it is. It's not what you think. Fox Football Now tonight, 11 Eastern, 8 Pacific, after race. I don't know what race is. I don't
11
Eastern. You're gonna be awake. What do you care?
Am I, dude? I've been getting some early Z's. Yeah, but here's like to build it up like that. What is it gonna have to be to live up to the
NFL is starting tomorrow.
Yeah, like
we're playing 7 days a week.
Yeah, like what? I myself have conquered coronavirus. Myself and Dante Fowler have put together something for it.
I don't think this is even a thing that could happen, but yeah, I do that in 2 seconds. 2 seconds.
Is that
I don't even know.
What's the lowest you would trade Gronk's rights for? Like, at what point it's like, yeah, I'd rather hold on to it.
Yeah, I mean, if he's going to come back and play, obviously I'd accept him with open arms, but I feel like he only would want to play with Brady. You know what I mean? Like he's not going to be like, I need some Stidham in my life. Like he's only going to come back to play with Brady. So I feel like OJ Howard would be an unreal consolation. There goes Shaq doing the thing.
Good grief.
You know what I mean? That'd be incredible. Yeah. Like he's been gone for over a year.
Right.
Like he's in the WWE now. So it's just like, yeah, that's all of a sudden we just get a free OJ Howard. Sure.
That's what I'm saying. But at what point? Okay, what if somebody's like, okay, we won't give you OJ Howard, but we'll give you a 5th rounder in this year's draft for Gronk's right? Would you do that? Like, do you?
I'd probably want.
That's what I'm saying. At what point do you like? I'd rather just hold on to it. He might, yeah.
Yeah, if it's like anywhere like above the mid 4th, I'd probably be like, okay.
You would do a late pick, the last pick in the 4th round. You wouldn't. I think that's probably my last pick in the 4th round. I think I'd do it, man. I'd be like, 4th round.
I'd probably want it heading into the draft, so it'd be good if it were like now. You know what I mean? As opposed to like already in the 4th, where I can't like. All right, I know I have that extra 4th. I can trade this 3rd to get a 2. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, it goes both ways because it's also like, oh boy, I didn't know they were going to be there. That didn't like
for sure.
Like, for
sure.
Goodell stepping down. That's interesting. That would be a good one.
Would Glazer be the only one to know that?
I was going to say that's exactly like I'm trying to. It's got to be big, but. And no disrespect to Jay, but not like too like.
Jay
Rappaport, like one of the, but Jay has his connection, so
and Glazer is a big Bucks guy too, isn't he? Like that's like his home
probably
turf. I'm pretty sure I remember that from an old like Big Cat talking to Rappaport, him like naming like Glazer always gets the Bucks.
But was that like before Bruce Arian, after Bruce Arian? Because again, that's like a whole different like.
Yeah, I don't even know if it has to do with the coaching. I think it was just like the whole organization.
I got you.
I saw someone out there floating that the NFL was going to buy the rights to the. Oh yeah, all the stars are out.
What a suit.
That the NFL was going to buy the XFL and use it as like a developmental league.
Not a chance.
Not a chance, but I thought it was an interesting theory.
It is. I don't buy that at all.
But that's if we're to take Glazer at face value, which he's never lied to me. It's not transactional news, not a player getting traded or signed. So that really doesn't leave much. Yeah.
Brady doesn't have what it takes. Cut.
Like Luck coming back would be transactional. That's someone getting signed. You know what I mean? Like that's, or maybe that's unretiring, but they have Phillip Rivers. I don't know.
Hey, listen, Brother Walton. I didn't want to say it, but Brother Walton said it because it's Chris Rock's ex-wife. But
oh yeah,
some talent, some real talent in the crowd is what we'll say. Goodell stepping down would be true. Who would even take his place? David Baker?
Oh man, you want to talk about a tight run ship?
Just muscles his way to the top. He's like, no, I'm commissioner now. They're like, no, we have a whole thing. He just puts his hand on somebody's shoulder. He's like, no, I'm commissioner now. Yes, sir, Mr. Baker.
Someone said, why wouldn't Shefty have it? I guarantee he's been scrambling all day trying to find it.
I'm gonna say, who's Glazer's? Something with the Rock.
Ooh.
He's in
Rock's going to play quarterback for the Patriots.
Spencer Strasmore fired from the gym or from the GM from the Chiefs.
Imagine if his announcements that Baller's coming back for another season, people would be furious.
Cut to me. Yeah. Ooh. That was kind of a Euro step. Rick Fox had that week 2 Russell Wilson. That's the whitest hair I ever seen.
That is quite white. Ah!
Oh boy. This is 9. Yeah, what's Jordan got on?
Oh boy.
13?
No, this would be the 14s. This would be the Ferrari ones.
Nah, but I'm trying to. They look like the third, just from the look of them.
Oh, I'm saying, yeah, maybe he's wearing.
Those are like 13s to me.
Well, that wasn't the crispest shot. Let's see. Yeah, those are 13 for sure. You can tell from the bottom. Because I know that's what he's wearing when he hits the final shot against the Jazz, the 14s.
Yeah.
So they must have been, yeah, because the ones made their debut in 85? It wasn't 84, right?
Yeah. I think, yeah.
Kobe got beat.
I hate to see it. I wonder if you think Jordan let him hear about it? You think just know anything that we know about these two guys if this ever came up in their friendship? I wonder.
This is a tremendous stat, which I'm going to be trying to do as often as possible. There's a lot of stats out there, Tyler. If you took away all 755 dingers Hank Aaron hit, he'd still have over 3,000 hits. I don't think that does seem obvious. Like that's a shit ton of hits, even without the dingers.
Yeah, it's impressive to say. I think he got stopped just shy. I don't know how many people have 4,000 hits, like Pete Rose and Ty Cobb.
And Ichiro, if you count Japan.
Oh yeah, if you count them both, Ichiro played 28 seasons, dog. 28 seasons.
Ichiro is he was such a staple in my life for so long. Like
oh man. I
don't care for him not playing baseball anymore, and neither does he, honestly. Like he keeps trying to sneak on the field at Mariners games.
Listen, I read an old article from at the time that fried his ass.
That he was bad?
Yeah, I might even have to say this for the show because I don't want to take away from the game. Like it needs remind me. Somebody fries his ass.
Yeah.
Thomas Taylor, yes. Hank Aaron home run says nothing on my road to the show, dude. I'm cranking dingers, you understand? 11 games into the new season, I got 10 home runs, man. Like
Is that Scott Burrell?
He's been in every single game we've watched.
Oh, doesn't matter the year.
What do you think about those Hawks ones? Those black and red faded to red ones.
Uniforms?
Yeah.
Strong.
I like them. Wow. The youngest all-star starters ever.
Oh, he was an all-star starter?
Oh, yeah.
When he was off the bench.
What started? I do remember that.
I don't remember that.
Oh yeah, no, because that was, again, I was a very much a Shaq guy, but that was the exact point. I was like, all right, maybe he's a problem.
Listen, Shaq it killed me as a Celtics fan, but those early 2000s Lakers teams were cool. They just were.
Oh yeah,
and it killed me. And then Kobe made sure to make them much cooler as the 2000s rolled around.
Yeah, Glazers knew my dude. I wish he got traded to the Rockies. I'm very close to forcing my hand.
I'm cool, although he's mad at me right now. But I'm cool with the Ace of Spader on Twitter. I might have to have him on maybe we'll do a live stream with him or just have him on the show, one or the other, and he can just plug his book and rattle off some incredible stats.
I would say, is it like those obscure stats? Because
they're all the ones I've ever read, and gotcha. I always give him credit because I can't even imagine the level of work he puts in to get those stats.
Look how unathletic that was. He couldn't. I don't want to shit on Eddie Jones here.
Yeah, I was about to say.
But again, like we see people, we see like Joel Embiid clear 2-3 rows. I remember John Wall hopped over like 4 rows and laid it on the table. Like Eddie Jones is down. This is how Kobe starting because Eddie Jones couldn't jump over that's a big ass camera to be fair.
That's a massive thing. This guy could not.
Oh yeah, that's a big camera. I take that. What's on your shoulder, Mac 11? 17-footer. No good. Yeah. Tony Gwynn.
Shoot it.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know who he was yelling. He was just yelling at both of them. He's like, I was a bird guy. I yell at them both. Oh, he's toying with him. Get some. He didn't get some. What if Kobe had a Jordan like AI crossing a moment too? Like I know there was a game where he hit like the 12 threes or whatever, but there's still nothing like that one like AI crossing moment. Like if I'd be like, boy, oh boy,
Kobe just like dunked him through the rim.
Yeah, got caught on a switch, just like rubbed the bottom of his shoes and just blew past, just dunked on him.
The young Tiger.
Oh man, that's when they still loved him.
I think he's back now.
This was
last.
98. When did Tiger start? He had been big.
Clearly, I was gonna say clearly now.
Well, I was gonna say I don't know how big the Buick Invitational is, so
it's big enough that I've heard of it before.
Okay.
Yeah, this one I don't know if you saw this on. And I'm gonna do another blog tonight, but Bobby Orr was born Gordie Howe's second season in the league. And then Bobby Orr made the Hall of Fame before Gordie Howe retired from the league.
That's pretty good.
It doesn't make sense.
I like the one, and I don't know if it's true or not, but I choose to believe it is the one about Vin Scully
and Connie Mack.
Yeah, calling that. Like,
that's true.
Is it okay? It was like a game that Connie Mack was born in like 1862.
He was born when Lincoln was president during the Civil War.
What a wild thing to say.
And his last year, and very wild, his last year in baseball was Vin Scully's first year.
Oh, yeah, because he managed till he was like 85.
Super old.
Yeah, like mad. Wow. Jim Lehrer told, yeah.
So, yeah. There was no point in baseball, up until I think 3 years ago that didn't have one of Connie Mack or Vin Scully.
Wow. Pretty good.
Just incredible.
Yeah,
absolutely incredible.
Games, and Connie Mack was born in 1862, and it was like Juan Pierre was born in like 1999, like something wild. The John Tyler, yeah, that's a classic one too. But John Tyler's,
yeah, that one made the blog last night. John Tyler's grandchildren, our 10th president. His grandkids are still alive.
That's absurd, man. I don't even care. Like I know they're old, they got to be, but you could also be like, no, they're like 42, and I'm like, none of this makes sense. Like what?
Ryan, I'm gonna stream. I did see this the other day on Twitter, but I am gonna use it tonight. So thank you. It really it makes me sad about the current state of baseball.
Yeah. Nobody's even gonna touch that, dude. Uh-oh. Get some fish.
There's a fish in the low post.
Yeah, getting big. A headband not weighing him down.
That did I not say 10th president?
Due to hit above said 12.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, definitely.
12, yeah, I don't know the number. It's one of those. His name is John Tyler. Yeah,
I know he's a 10th. One-term guy, which is never a great sign.
You say, things ain't going too hot.
Well, I'm pretty sure he was only president because the president died. Like one of those.
Yeah, that happened a lot then.
Like, yeah, it was just like, I'm not wearing a coat. That'll show America's weak. And then he died in a bathtub 2 days later.
Man, fuck what y'all said. I'm trying to go to the movies. Like, Mr. Lincoln, I don't think this. Man, I heard that shit good. I'm trying to go to the show tonight. I don't know why. Anytime I always get into like how presidents like their last moments, it always goes there. My JFK, like, man, this weather feel amazing for November. Nobody lived to a second term. That's a decent point. I didn't know the Ricky Henderson one though. That's interesting because in the show season, I tried I gave myself the green light. In the most bases I could steal, I got to 79. And Ricky Henderson still I think I had more than second and third combined. And I looked it up, and Ricky Henderson had, I think, 3 straight years of at least 110, something stupid. Yeah. I'm not even close.
Ricky Henderson should come up more when talking about just the greatest athlete to step on a baseball field.
And the coolest.
So cool. Well, he stole his record base and he just knew he had it, and so he just takes the literal base. That'd be a good one. Just have you heard all the Ricky Henderson stories? No, I haven't heard all of them. No.
I mean, just that there's anytime it's there's a guy that has stories. Ricky Henderson's one of those guys.
Oh yeah.
He was driving around with the team's checks he didn't cash in his glove box.
Manny used to do that shit too. Yeah, his whole locker just had checks in it.
I bet that happens a lot. These guys are literally coming, some from high school, some from other countries. I think that's probably more common than you think.
And it's also back before direct deposit was as rampant. And it's I don't have time to go to the bank, man.
Why didn't you just take a picture with his phone and deposit it, mobile deposit?
This was great. I really enjoyed this blog of yours.
Oh, thank you. I couldn't believe it, man. I legit, and that was my whole thing. I was I remember Frank Thomas. I did not remember him being that good.
I think Frank Thomas is an excellent case study in narrative and how important writers are, not to what a guy's doing on a field, but to completely illustrate how fucking dominant, because Mike Trout's PR machine in terms of modern baseball writers writing how good he is tremendous. They can't get anyone to fucking watch him, but you get chastised if you say someone else is even on the same playing field as him.
You're right.
Frank Thomas should have had that.
Yeah, and that was my whole. I was anytime I've ever seen this graphic, it's always to make the other person look worse than Mike Trout. So This is literally history. And again, that's part of it. He's so good, you can do that a lot. But boy, oh boy. No, and again, people are still and Carl said it. Carl's he was a better hitter than Mike Trout. Fight me. It's what's the argument against it? And it's always well, he was a better base runner. It's all right.
Yeah, people that's why they don't always like to talk just hitting with Trout. They like to say he's the best baseball player ever because of the defense and because
that's where I understand. That's where it's okay, if you're above average at everything, that's where it's I get it now.
For sure.
Really good. I don't want to
when you get older people, this is when Francesa cooks. When you bring up Mike Trout to him, he's just he's not Mickey Mantle, and just hangs up. I'm just that's great. That's all I need to hear.
When he's right, he's right. I mean, well,
It's just like, listen, I watched Mickey Mantle. He's tremendous. He could do everything that this Trout kid does, and then he would fuck Marilyn Monroe in center field. Like, who would you take?
Listen, that win the game in the bottom of ninth. Ooh. Why does the goal look pink? Am I tripping? Like, not on this end.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah. It looks like the shot clock keeps going off. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's lit up.
Yeah. Best hitter I ever saw in person, besides Joey Votto. Well, yeah.
Did you see Votto in person?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. I've seen Bonds in person, so it's got to be him.
One would imagine.
That's what I was really trying to think of who's next. I don't know who you got. Ortiz? Manny?
No, because, I was going to say Ortiz was like, he's the greatest Red Sox of all time. I would fight literally anyone who disagreed with that. But in terms of just pure hitter, like, no one was better than Manny. No one. And I saw Pujols. Pujols is up there for sure. But if you're just talking in person, like, the actual hitting he did that day wasn't like his bbest stuff. Like, it was Angels Pujols, you know what I mean? So that's not on him. Obviously, I've seen like A-Rod.
I've never seen A-Rod live. I'm trying to think who I've seen.
The person who impressed me the most, just from like, I knew he was good, but then when I watched him play, was Paul Konerko.
Oh, okay.
Paul Konerko put a ball 700 feet out of Fenway Park. Like, it was the fastest I've ever seen a ball leave over the monster. Like, the pitch was thrown, and like the pitcher didn't even have time to turn around. Like,
it was already gone.
It was already gone.
I have an autographed ball from Paul Konerko.
Hell yeah.
Former Red. I'm trying to bet one that my underrated one like that. I feel like just because I saw him quite a bit in person was Reggie Sanders that used to play for the Reds.
Okay.
Just because I think he hit.
He was a Yankee too.
He hit 30. Yeah, he played for a couple teams. I think he hit 30 a couple times.
That sounds good.
But just in terms of like, I just remember multiple times in person, like as soon as he hit it, like everybody knew it was gone. Like just that kind of power. And it's like, interesting. It's like of these 30, like 8 or 9 of those every year, he just gets a hold of. Casey Pendergast knows. But it's like Big Hurt should be in there. Pujols should be in there. It's like, I want to see more of these graphics. Again, WAR is great. Looking back, I don't know why Frank Thomas didn't just DH. I don't know. It's probably
it was like frowned upon back then.
I was gonna say it was the era because I remember it was like Edgar Martinez DHs. If you know what I mean, he's one of those guys.
Hey, listen, Sam. There's a baseball player on the court right now, friend. I'll have you know.
Yeah, right fielder Scotty Bureau. Yeah, Sam got to be new.
Yeah, we love. Thank you for stopping by. Derek Fisher's like, I'm gonna fuck your wife. That's what I'm gonna do.
No, me. Yeah, I'll do it right here. Gwen? Did I not? I don't think I ever saw Gwen in person.
No, I definitely didn't. And if I did, I just don't remember it.
I'm trying.
Like my dad took. You did see Sosa.
I did see Sosa.
Okay. Did I see Sosa? No.
I never saw. I saw Greg Vaughn.
Of course. Greg Vaughn was nice.
Real nice.
Lucas is very easy. I'm glad you asked. He didn't win shit.
Oh,
didn't. He won the war. That was big.
Okay, so you can't say he.
What uniform was he wearing when he won the war?
Poke a hole in your own logic. Fisher not even hurt.
No, this is where the headband was born. Ted Williams. I mean, Ted Williams is one of the greatest baseball players of all time. There's no two ways about it. But if you're talking about what you mean to the Red Sox, it has to be someone from that 04 team. It can't be anyone else from that 04 team because only a handful of them made it to 07 to win that second one.
So does it have to be someone from the 04 team?
But then Ortiz was also the face of the 13 team. Like, and that 13 team would be the most iconic if 04 hadn't happened because of the marathon bombing happening at the beginning of the year. And Ortiz, to me, just is the Red Sox. Like, when you look at David Ortiz, I just see him in his uniform, no matter what unreal Gucci like jumpsuit he has on.
Sure. Listen, he can be all that. He wasn't better than Teddy Ballgame.
I didn't say he was.
So he wasn't the best Red Sox.
He was the greatest Red Sox player. Like he was the most important. He was the greatest. Ted Williams was the individual best player, but he's not like the face of the franchise.
See, I think it depends on who you ask a lot of people that are not in this chat, and they're gonna say Ted Williams.
I had been saying this up in even to my father back in 2010, 2011, and he used to be like Ted Williams. And after 13, he made the switch.
Listen,
it did happen.
I get it, and there are people who will, but there's a lot of people that are going to say Ted Williams forever.
For sure. No, a lot of people are wrong, for sure.
Nah, he better.
That's great. Well, more important. He had a +0 impact on winning.
Oh, boy. Uh-oh.
I'm trying to think.
Nope.
Just other hit. I've seen Miguel Cabrera. Miguel Cabrera is special.
I know it's Cabrera. I'm trying to think. Trevor Hoffman, Mariano Rivera. I see where you're coming from, but I don't know about that.
Yeah, that's wrong.
Yeah.
There's a fucking crazy Rivera stat. Let me see if I can find it.
They said the franchise No, I'm sorry, my bad.
Yeah, I agree. They're different things. I completely agree. If you're building a team, you would not pick Ortiz before Ted Williams. Zero times.
Yeah. I think Ted both, but I agree with Miyamo Aldo.
There's a Rivera stat, like his postseason ERA heading into, I think
Wow.
I think it's heading into that Arizona Diamondbacks series in 2001. His ERA, like postseason career ERA, was like 2.42 or something, maybe even lower, maybe like 1.9, something like that. He retired with the same ERA in the postseason. He pitched like another 15 years. Like
solid. Yeah. Luis Gonzalez, though.
Yeah, no, that Diamondbacks team. Somehow that team should have shaped my entire outlook on like things that have nothing to do with the sport affecting your team winning. Because if that 01 Yankees team is not going to win it all, like who should?
That Mariners team Ichiro was on. I got to say, the fact that they're even running this at halftime is a testament to how big Kobe was. The fact that, again, this guy still wasn't starting and they're running these as like the newspaper articles, like, is he the heir apparent?
Yeah.
And the fact that Jordan even sat down for this instead of just laughing maniacally at the question, a testament to Kobe. There was a good stat up here. The Jamie Moyer one. When he retired, he had pitched to 9% of all the baseball players in history. That's absurd. That's another good one.
That's a contentious one.
I could see that. Yeah, 1.
Yeah, 0. Were the 2001 Diamondbacks
there's the picture. Cool? They did the thing. There it is.
Yeah, there it is. Were the 01 Diamondbacks that cool? I don't remember them being that cool. Like,
I mean, Randy Johnson, Luis
Kurt Schilling.
Who else did they have? Oh, that cool. They were good. They were damn good.
They were definitely good. Yeah. Sean Green.
Yeah, Mark Graves. Yeah, this thing I don't know about cool. Yeah.
Was Sean Green there? I'm making shit up. Who's that third baseman? The dude who tried to steal second off Pedro in that 99 All-Star game.
Matt Williams?
Yeah, Matt Williams.
Jelly Bean.
Tony Womack. Tony Womack was cool.
This is wild because Kobe talking about his pops, and I don't know how cool they was at this point.
Yeah, he's like, I wish him dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was...
Schilling was a cool guy. Absolutely not. Yeah.
There was something up. Oh, yeah, this one was wild to me. Giles Pellerin. Payurin, attended 800 consecutive USC football games. He died at 91 during the Rose Bowl, and then they lost, didn't they?
I don't know, but that's absurd.
Someone tweeted it to me earlier, and it was like, they immediately lost.
Ray Allen, yeah, I can see him losing.
Just yes. What kind of quote? Yes.
He was listen. He had some cool, like again, Ricky Henderson was cool. Eric Davis was cool. Otis Dixon was cool.
Oh yeah,
cool guys.
Did you see this earlier?
Yes.
I'm gonna punch him right in the belly. Is what I'm gonna do.
I think you should.
What a piece of shit.
So, what'd you say? Yeah or nay? Y'all starting to challenge?
He's challenged me to something else since then. The guy can't stop challenging me to things that he won't do.
John Sally? What the hell happened to John Sally? I feel like I used to hear John Sally's voice every night of my life for about 7 or 8 years.
He was everywhere.
Every night of my life. Not at the Best Damn Sports Show. Every night of my life. Every podcast. And now I don't know. Like, I hope he's well, but John Sally was everywhere. Spider Sally. Get a load of this guy.
This is Peter Vesey. You talking about problematic.
Vesey in this bitch. Boy, look at the hair on his head.
This is an insane stat. Before 1998, 2 players hadn't hit 60-plus home runs. In the next 4 years, Sammy Sosa did it 3 times, didn't lead the NL in any of those seasons.
Had to be McGuire, right?
McGuire. Bonds was 01, wasn't he? When he went crazy? Or was that 03?
I thought that was later. Yeah, I thought that was later.
03? Might have been 03.
But this is like a whole ass halftime special. It's like Kobe's supposed to be the next Jordan. He's got 8 points, though. Larry Johnson. Wow. Best time 7, 8 years. Yeah, like, oh boy. John Sally used to be everywhere. If there was sport, like, I can't believe he's not on some sort of like Skip Bayless, Stephen A. Smith like show right now, like arguing with.
He might have just made enough money. And he was just like, I'm done.
Listen, it was never about money with John Sally. John Sally just likes to talk.
They let Isaiah this close to MJ. Let Isaiah this close to him.
Yeah, listen. They must have buried the hatchet by then. It's a nice suit, Isaiah. Ring too.
Is the hatchet buried now in modern times?
Sure. No. Tom Arnold, yeah.
John Sally was on Best Damn Sports Show.
Hey, listen, that was a good show, man. Like that,
ahead of its time. It was ahead of its time.
It came out, there was literally nothing. I was like, these guys are bad.
Can you imagine a sports show today with Tom Arnold giving them some takes?
Oh, I'm amazed at. Well, I mean, if they were that bad, I'm sure they would have came back. But I'm sure he had some
whoppers.
Oh boy,
whoppers!
I'm sure he had some doozies.
That's wild.
4 for 12. Yuck. Sally got the curb money and run. I don't think it was ever about money with Sally. I think Sally just likes to tell people he's vegan and talk about the great teams he played with. Like he's good at it. He's just a talker.
Right.
Rob Dibble, Red's great Rob Dibble was they just had a former closer on because having a closer back then meant you had like somebody with a little edge.
Right. Yeah. No, you had to be a dickhead to be a closer. If you were a nice person, you could pitch the 7th maybe, but you're not closing.
You had to have like either like a really dark goatee or like something with your hair.
Oh, yeah, Rod Beck. You had to have it like dripping down to your knees.
Amar's spinning though. I see you.
Was Chris Rose on Best Damn Sports? Yeah, I guess he was.
Yeah, he was the host. Yeah.
You talk about a long career, damn.
DeMarco Farr. Nobody want to talk about DeMarco Farr.
That's true. This did used to happen, Brother Walton.
Yeah, he did. Listen, literal head to toe.
Yeah, it wasn't just face.
Black leg, black arm. And now he is basically got him. And now, yeah, he's just gonna host like every award show ever for the next 30 years. Like Hey, man.
He picked the right time to do it.
Hey, you talk about, but even then, it's still out there. I don't even know if he ever addressed it or had to. Or
I think he has addressed it.
Did he? Okay,
I think so.
He was like, "Yeah,
Clearly,
I'd do it again." Yeah, nah.
What if his whole defense was just like, "Listen, man, Carmelo's a bad person."
I'd be like, "Hey, points were made."
Yeah, we did. We did see this take.
Canada. Let's see what.
Bill Laimbeer.
I saw people talking about it. I didn't see the actual.
Well, we tweeted it. We tweeted it from Mickstape. But yeah, wild take. And I saw some people being like, "How come him saying LeBron is better than Jordan is hating, but modern players saying Jordan better than LeBron isn't hating?" And I mean, Bill Laimbeer's whole run was ended by Michael Jordan. He got him. He got him a couple times.
I was gonna say, listen, they had that was a legit rivalry, both sides.
Absolutely, but that's why. You know what I mean? Like
he played all. It wasn't just him. Yeah, he played all those guys.
Someone on like Jonathan Isaac right now, if he were like, I think Jordan's better than LeBron, how could that possibly be construed as saying like he doesn't have any sort of history with LeBron?
If he dropped a tape like that, and no one was in the forest, would anyone hear the tape?
Right.
If he had no friends, no one was at his locker.
He's just talking. I don't even know how that information got to me.
He's just preaching, yeah.
But yeah, it's a wild take.
Is it?
For Laimbeer.
I don't know though. But is it like for a guy that legit went against him and now has watched in LeBron's entire prime is like, holy shit, that guy weighed 60 more pounds than Mike weighed. Like was 4 inches taller and weighed 60 to 90 more pounds than this guy.
I guess for me, the wild part is that it aired on television in 2020. Like that someone was like, you know what? We're out of state. Get Laimbeer on the horn.
Listen, it was slow news day 2 weeks ago. Like it is what it is.
Rick Fox again? Yep, sure is.
I'm telling you, if Rick Fox was, God, this is exactly why Rick Fox living a great life. If he was built like Jerry Rice, like he'd won all the accolades and all that, couldn't even enjoy what he has.
Right.
Rick Fox just like, man, I'm just gonna marry beautiful women, act because who's gonna tell this face no? Win a couple rings. I'll live in LA. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna take it. Couldn't do the Jordan rules against someone LeBron's size. I think that's
they would have tried it.
I was gonna say it would not have stopped them from trying it. But also, we're thinking about the way the league is now, how it's gone smaller. If you think about when LeBron, because this was young Jordan, so when LeBron first came to the league, it was still like if it was KG and Webber and Eric Dampier, all these guys putting him on his ass, he would have beat it. I mean, Jordan beat it too, but it would not have been fun. Lakers slick about to run away with this. I'm
also wondering if like LeBron, they would have even allowed LeBron to play. They would have been like, hey, power forward.
He'd have been center by far. Bob Lanier, down low.
He's out of the league in 3 years. He's like, why? He's like, I'm so good if you just let me dribble.
I need 22 and 12, and I need them now. I don't know what the buttons are on these Lakers warm-ups. I don't like that.
No.
But the form was cool, man.
It still is.
I don't know. If this is when James Dolan owned it, then it probably wasn't.
No, for sure not. Right. So that's just going to be the Clippers' home building now? Like they're just going to have their own building?
Well, that's the thing. I keep hearing because it's like it was going to be like the area for it, but then they were like, okay, well, like you're going to tear down the Forum? Like it's still concerts and stuff there. So now, I don't know.
Listen, if there's a time to tear down a building that hosts concerts, it's right now.
Listen, they finished up some construction right by me, so they definitely still constructing now. But since concerts will never be a thing ever again, this feels like an opportune time. Everybody get Instagram lives now. Oh boy,
attracted the thing.
Yeah, they
haven't missed a shot this quarter.
Listen, they're running the Bulls. I was gonna say they're running the Bulls out of the stadium.
The Bulls are on their West Coast road trip. Jordan's coming off the worst shooting night of his career. They just played the Warriors. He went, I believe, 2 of 17.
Damn.
Yeah, bad.
Hey, but again, we're talking about if he plays this team in the finals, is he 6-0? And if he loses that, there's no way he goes out, right? There's no way if he
No
loses.
chance.
Yeah, he plays until now. It's like, yeah. Like, so yeah, the fucking Jazz, they just like they swept that Lakers team. That's how good the Jazz, how legit they were. But
oh yeah,
but boy, you just talk about this is just bad matchup. Because if you feel the way about the Rockets beating Jordan,
right.
you have to think like Shaq and Kobe. Like, so
Just Shaq.
Yeah, even yeah.
Shaq and Fox, yeah. Yeah, all these years later, we're like, yeah, Kobe was fine, but we saw Fox do it. Fox,
okay, yeah.
Fox took out Jordan. So, yeah, of course, someone else just slid in and took it over.
2-7 versus 7. Uh-oh. Ice cold Pippen.
Yeah, I would side with you on this. Yeah, I bet Jordan could take VC one-on-one right now. Yeah, agreed.
With that question.
Let's see. Part of the deal of Dolan owning the Forum was that LA County promised that no new stadiums would be built in that area. So he had to buy the Forum in order to build the new stadium. All right.
So are they just going to put like $1 billion of renovations into it and just call it a brand new stadium? If you know, whoever answered that.
I would keep the Forum name. Why not?
That's also, but I mean like the building. Like I would keep the Forum name for them, but is it one of those like, yeah, we're not going to knock it down. You're not going to recognize it, but it's still technically the Forum. Like this one brick was still right here from when Kareem signed. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure it will be like the most technologically advanced building you've ever seen.
Yeah. Scotty worried about how he's going to pay his rent. Yeah, listen, man, it's 98. Yeah, Scotty was making what, $8.25 an hour?
Yeah.
And his in at the job left this summer.
What do you think about Simmons moving the Clippers to Seattle? I was all in on that when they were Lob City because I thought it was the perfect kind of homage to Blake, and there would have been a lot of pieces you would have seen about how CP3 and Blake are the new glove and Kemp.
Peyton and Kemp.
Yeah, so I don't know if now is the time. I think they should probably. Yeah.
See, I think
it's gonna be the Grizzlies.
I think it was probably. I think we're gonna see if Zion stays with the Pelicans. If he doesn't, I think it's gonna be the Pelicans.
Okay,
maybe Zah too. Like we might like if both these guys leave, they're like you guys want to go half on a team. I don't think if I'm gonna keep hearing all this big market stuff, then you want to move the Clippers right when the Clippers get good? No way. Right. Now Seattle should definitely have a team. I agree that much.
100%.
But the Clippers, no. We just about to have some fun. Leave them. I don't know who would have to be. Yeah, he'll be just fine with that. See, that's the numbers wise. It probably would like Grizzlies or Pelicans, but it stinks because I know the fans of those teams that I know are really fans. It's just economics.
Well, I'm pretty sure Grizzlies attendance has dipped ever since Grit and Grind has ended, and the teams have been dog shit. So I don't even follow the fans that much.
So,
but if I remember from it was either last year or 2 years ago, their building agreement is expiring soon. So I think it's just the timeline, and I think it expires right around the same time as that Seattle NHL franchise is opening up. So it's the building's already going to be there, ready to go.
I could see that, and again, with Seattle, they missed out on Kevin Durant. So we've seen teams, it would be boy, oh boy, John Morant just made his first third-team All-NBA. We're moving to Seattle. Thanks, Memphis.
If Seattle goes back, they can't choose a different name, right?
No, yeah, you cannot be the Seattle Defenders. No, like that. If the fans are paying for any part of this stadium or whatever, be that's part of our agreement. You're not going to come in here and be anything but the Sonics. If not, keep it.
Right.
You be the Seattle Thunder. Get out of it. Beat it.
Right. Do you think a pro team would work in Louisville?
I think it's interesting because It's one of those. It really is a basketball state. I think you would have to stock it. Like you'd have to go all in.
Peyton Siva started.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think you have to go all in. Like your 12th through 15th man would have to be like old Kentucky or Louisville guys. Your star would have to be whoever the Kentucky guy is. You probably have to get Cal to run it to be all in, all in. I think it's like the same. It's like, could Alabama support a pro team? It's market wise, I don't know, but I know they love their football. So it's in Kentucky they love their basketball. I think it will work.
Well, it's like Louisville. They have the biggest court for college, right? Attendance wise,
that I don't know. I'm not sure about that. Probably. I don't know.
Because I know. Oh boy. Yeah, Kobe's going off.
Wait, who the hell was it? It was an 8. Who was that guy?
It's like, Michael, you just did a 2-hour interview about him. Him? That's the guy? No, we're talking about Fox.
Yeah, that guy. Take Tyree. Yeah, I got expansion draft coming this summer because we're not getting no more real ball.
I saw a little Maxey to the Celtics talk.
Okay, what number pick y'all got?
Well, it'll be at the Grizzlies pick. That's going to be early.
I like
the first pick of 15. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I would like that.
I was surprised he was even still there.
That's what I was gonna say. I have no idea how stock works now because I've seen. Oh boy, is that Harper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone who I know is because he's a shooter, right?
Max. Well, the form. That's the thing. It's one of those. If you look at the form, yes. If you look at, I think he's shooting 29% from 3. His free throws are good. It looks good leaving his hand, but again, that's one of those things. If he's there at 15, absolutely. Can you? It's an interesting thing, Eric Sarge. Thanks for the question, man. No, honestly, it was back then. Tyrese had the ball. When he has the ball, he's really dangerous. We had to play him off of Ashton Hagans because Ashton Hagans couldn't shoot either. Yeah. It's like somebody has to. The lesser threat has to have the ball. So Ty Maxey was playing off ball. That's why. That's
true. He only showed up for games on ESPN.
No, that's not true.
Okay. That wouldn't bother me, but I was just curious.
No, he had some inconsistency, but I would he was a freshman. He was 19.
Right.
I'll say this. He kind of had a thing back. He's had a couple times where Cal has either mentioned or pulled him. He's joking too much on the court. So it's a thing. Is he going to slap? Yeah, I could see a team being oh, this guy didn't take it seriously.
Right.
But if
guys really,
he's there. Absolutely. Sorry. No, you're good.
Are you guys really going to lose Terrence Clark?
Who?
One of your 5 stars coming in this year.
Oh, I don't. What's going on? Is he supposed to just go straight to the G League?
That's what Logan Wade's saying. I hadn't heard that. He's from Boston. That's the only reason I know who he is.
I was gonna say, I'm not. Again, of course, I'd love to have him. If he's going to get paid to play ball, then I support that decision. He's solidified. I was gonna say, we've literally lost our top, I don't know, 8 or 9. So if it's minutes he's looking for. He'll get him there because literally everybody has went pro.
Yeah, he seems like he keeps popping up.
Jesus, Lord. Yeah.
Slam keeps doing these video game streams with people, and it's pros mixed with college players mixed with prospects, and he keeps popping up in those. So he seems to be one of those guys the NBA's already touched.
Okay.
Yeah, you're next. You're coming up next, which fills my heart with joy.
I was gonna say, I like that because I know we got him, and I know we got Brandon Boston, who's on the Sierra Canyon team. I like we're getting some cool guys, just in case. It'd be a real shame if that law wouldn't pass in the time Bronny gets there, and he does have to do 1 year in school. Well, a real shame. He's got pictures of him wearing Cal's ring when he was 7 or 8. So I'm just saying.
The Lakers are clowning them.
That's a boy. If this, you talk about being a bad matchup for the finals.
What did I? Oh yeah. So We haven't talked since Gatorade named their high school player of the year, right?
No. I was gonna say, yeah. Last time we talked about this guy was the live stream. Yeah.
First ever sophomore to take home the award. Emily Bates out of Michigan. I don't like right now. I always think of like historically, like what can happen first and foremost. So the fact that he's a sophomore, that means he can be we've had 2-time winners. We've never had a 3-time winner. Is he going to be fucked over by this virus? Is it even an attempt to be the first 3-time winner?
Probably.
Like, is there going to be?
You'll probably get 2, sophomore and senior. Like, hold on.
That would suck because I need him to run 3.
Hold the phone. I gotta use the bathroom, and I want to get it. I want to get in before I know this fourth quarter is about to start.
All right, go ahead.
Hold it down.
Yeah, there's a lot of Bates is going straight to the G League. Well, so he's a sophomore now, junior, senior. So that'd be 22. Is that when will people be going to be able to jump straight from high school again? Is that right after him? Is he forced to do 1 year? Because if he's forced to do 1 year, I'd be shocked if he went to college. Shocked. Michigan State. That'd be cool. It'd be cool if Michigan State got him. I don't care for these guys like always just going straight to Duke and Kentucky. I can say that because Tyler's not here. But it is like when Simmons was at LSU, I didn't give a shit about them not going to the tournament. Like, I do like that kind of stuff. He'll be the first one. If he can go straight to the league, yeah, he's not playing any sort. Ooh. So there's, according to Eric Sargent, there's talk of him reclassifying so he can be a senior next year, which would be chaos. His family is quiet. I don't know his family at all, but yeah, him just being like, fuck this. Is this true? I was reading something the other day. He sat out 8th grade. Like he played 7th grade, sat 8th grade, and then came back 9th grade. Because that'd be chaos. He just worked on his game and came back and he was much better. No, I agree. I do prefer, like, I don't like watching college basketball, period. So I would prefer there to be a lot of prospects on the court if I'm going to watch. But like when Duke with all their prospects are playing like Middle Tennessee with none, that really does nothing for me. So if it's like head to head, like when Duke and Kentucky do play, or what was that classic game you guys had? Was it against UNC a few years ago?
Regular.
When was it? What's his name? Put up 50? Yeah.
Oh, Malik Monk. Yeah.
That was gripping television.
Who we're talking about? Like Bates, where he's going, or
that's what started it. Yeah, but so it's sounding like he may be reclassifying to become a senior next year.
Okay, which means he's definitely going to school.
Right, he'd have to if he did that.
Yeah. Which
that almost makes it almost dumber to reclassify because either way, you're 1 year away from getting money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Yeah. So he's supposed Michigan State, right? That's the favorite.
That's supposed to be the whole like the home kid makes good.
I feel like I heard the same for Josh Jackson. He got it better there. Now, listen, this is before he was the Josh Jackson, but untradeable Josh Jackson.
Best player on the Grizzlies, Josh Jackson, yeah.
Look, that's Phil Jackson in the circle.
Yeah, no, trust me, Andrew. I'd much rather watch multiple actual NBA players than less.
Yeah, and it's why I don't know what will happen now, of course, but I'm interested to see how the G League to its potential would work, because I think NBA people would watch. I don't know if college people would. And again, I certainly wouldn't. Well, I think some of them like might, because I would consider myself. I watch college ball. I would watch the G League, but I would also keep watching college. Like I have a team. If you don't have a team, I don't know.
I do. I'm not watching.
Well, you regardless. Shaq's son play LSU again. Like I'll catch him when they play Kentucky.
I feel bad for him.
Yeah, I hope. Like I legitimately hope he's like
okay. Like
yeah, and this is just he's just healthy now. Dayton and yeah, man. I said, and that's the thing. The college basketball people that are not watching any sort of game like this, there's no defense being played. Nobody on the court cares. Because I said this year before it got canceled, I told Riggs, I was like, we're gonna get like a 7 seed and a 5 seed in the championship. And people were like, that's awesome. I was like, listen, you say it is. You say it is until we get there. And it's like, wow, why has nobody made a shot in 10 minutes? Nobody here can dunk? Wow.
I think this is a great question. And the fact that you asked this question actually has me reconsidering. Obi Toppin, biggest bus energy ever, right? Yes, absolutely. But if everyone's going to start saying this, I might be on him again. Like I have been so off of him all year. Like he's just, and I tweeted this a while ago, he's just Arizona Derek Williams to me. And that's why I kind of wish we did have the tournament this year so we could have made the same run and everyone could have put him like, should he go 1? Like that kind of talk. But if everyone like leading up to the draft is just going to be like, he's going to stink, then yeah, maybe
that's fun. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I can squatting on a take's great, but once everyone else just starts hopping on the take, I got to reconsider. But as of this moment right now, yes, I do believe he's going to be a bust.
Also, I think Derek Williams wasn't that old when he went to.
No, he's super old. He's aggressively old.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think that's fair to Derek. But it's like it's like a old Derek Williams. Like everything, it depends on where he gets dropped. Obi Toppin is 22 already.
Yeah, I didn't know his age when I made the pick. When I made the comparison,
Derek Williams was 20 as a rookie in the NBA.
Right.
And also, it's like if that talent dropped to a different situation or in this NBA. Could it be a decent play? Like, I don't know where he's projected to go. Like, if you get Obi Toppin 9th, it's like, okay, I'm fine with that.
I've seen him top 5 exclusively.
I mean, I don't between 5th and 9th. I'm not sure how big the gap is.
No, definitely.
So, yeah. If you like him, he's one that feels like what's a bust? Like, if he's just a solid role player for a long time, I don't think that's a bust.
No, that's not a bust, but I think it's just the way people have been.
Yeah.
The way he just got ushered into that top 5.
Well, I mean, yeah, weak class, but
for sure. That was Derek Williams too.
I mean, but also like Buddy Hield showed, he's like, hey man, we old, but some of us can still play.
Yeah, but even Hield, it was like more than, and I don't know what, I'm sure Obi Toppin was great last year. I didn't hear his fucking name once. And I only look for, and like I only look at draft boards, who's coming out, who's projected to come out, who should come out.
Well,
I his name once.
Well, he was never coming out. That was one of which
for sure. But I mean, I feel like we've seen guys almost get pushed to come out because the buzz is so strong. You know what I mean? Like it's just like, oh yeah, this guy before the year, nice player, 3-star, 4-star guy. We didn't expect it, but he made such a jump. He should come out.
I mean, he wouldn't like this year. He might go top 5 or 3. Like last year, the top 3, I say, it was pretty. Like he didn't, and his stock wasn't this high. Like he wouldn't play.
No, for sure. But Buddy Hield like was cooking at OU before the year he did come out. You know what I mean? Like it wouldn't have been crazy if he came out the year before. Buddy Hield getting in no trouble, and I'm not for people getting in trouble. Like I don't care at all. But if this happens in baseball, which we do see, the Fausto Carmonas of the world. Those guys, like their whole lives end because they get found out that their age was different, that they falsified some documents. The NBA was just like,
Same with Shabazz Muhammad. It was like, what can you do? Damn, Elton.
Yeah, and Muhammad's came out before the draft, right?
Mm-hmm. Nobody cares. I mean, it's like, oh, okay, we change how you feel a little bit, but yeah, baseball now, it's everything. We thought you were 15. You were 22, dude. Come on.
Do you remember Fausto Carmona?
I remember the name. I don't remember.
So he was like the 1B to CC Sabathia's ace in Cleveland.
Yeah.
It was just like, oh shit, they've got him and Carmona. Damn.
Yeah.
And it was special because it was like Cece is 28 and this Carmona kid's like 22 and he's already like at the top of this rotation. This is like this is like 07. People forget those Indians blew a 3-1 lead to the Red Sox in the ALCS. And Carmona, it was like, yeah, this kid's got a bright future. And then it comes out like, oh no, he's really 28. His name is Roberto Hernandez. So he's out of here.
So what, did he like never pitch again or like what?
He pitched again. I feel like he took a year or two off. I don't know if it was off or suspension. And I remember him coming back with the Rays, but he was at that point he was even older, Tyler. That's how time works. So he
because they're like lying to like I gotta get myself off this island, man. And again, I don't like Buddy not American either, so I don't know what his story was.
Yeah, someone I can't remember if it was Jared or one of the other million baseball people I'm surrounded by was telling me some of these families will George Foreman it and just give all their kids the same name. So that way, if one hits and is going to be like a prospect, they can just give them one of the younger birth certificates, which is brilliant.
And
Brilliant.
Listen, you talk about commitment to the craft. Like it's one of those, like if you're like having an NBA kid, like I know folks told me like Tyler Lewis's kid parents like reclassified him in ball when he was like 8 because they're like he's just gonna be small, so he's gonna need that. But like they had this shit planned. So if you're going all in, tremendous move. Yeah, Pujols. I believe Pujols is old. Didn't somebody drop dime on him?
Pujols dropped dime on him. He dropped dime on himself.
Oh yeah, we're talking about playing with another player, right?
He just like happened to say like one, like he was like, "Yep, enter my age blank season." And they were like, "What?" He was like, hey.
Yeah." No, I can't remember which way it was, but somebody was talking about, "Oh yeah, I remember playing with Pujols when we were growing up." And they looked, it was like, "You guys are like 3 years apart." But I can't remember if like Pujols said it or if the other guy said it. And they were like, "Yeah, wait a minute, he's born in 1976," and he was like, "Yeah, no, we were both 12 years old, you know, broomsticks and bottle caps, you know."
This is a great idea, Eric. Just watched Danny Almonte at Little League World Series games. Those stats make me laugh every single time.
Like, boy, Almonte's really got the gas tonight.
He was, and I believe, like, I think he was 14, turning 15 that summer. Like, he wasn't fully 15, if I remember correctly. And there are 13-year-olds that play in the Little League World Series, like legally.
Right.
So to me, a 14-year-old, especially, like, it's one thing when you make the transition to the longer mound, like your arm gets stretched out, you get more power. If you go back to the shorter mound, yeah, that's unfair. He only ever knew the shorter mound. So it's not like his arm was stretched out any different than anyone else's. Him only being a year older than a lot of those kids he was pitching against and just blowing him the fuck away, still super impressive to me.
Oh, yeah. I remember, Cameron Bradley said they would show like the equivalent. It's like, listen, listen, the pitch only went 65, but it's because he's only 40 feet from the like home plate. It didn't have enough time. It would be like 98. It would be some gas. Like high. Yeah.
Oh. There's never been a Little League player who like swept up the nation like Almonte did.
No, it's really funny when they're pitcher, but I really wish there was a Almonte hitter. A guy, he's like, "No, I'm definitely 11 years old," and he's like, "Boy, another moonshot." Like just.
There was a kid from, and this was a while ago. This was over 10 years ago. But there was a kid from Saudi Arabia who was there because he had like American parents who were like he was born on base there. And this kid was like a smooth 6'8". He was just hitting tanks. Yeah. Just tanks.
Just bombs. Absolute bombs. Yeah.
Big Al was great too. Yeah, everyone loved Big Al. But Big Al was hot for like a week. You know, Danny Almonte owned that summer. It was completely different. And I love Big Al. Big Al, Ollie hits his moon bombs.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy.
Jefferson.
What was it? That's how I read it originally. I was like, what did I do to him? No, during like the player intros, he just walked up and he was just this stout little teapot of a fat kid, and he just walked up and he was like, I'm Al and I hit dingers. That was all he had.
Nice to meet you, Al.
Fair. Good point.
Yeah,
Good point, Chris.
She was mowing people down. I think she was like, yeah, I'm going to chill and go take like a scholarship to play one of the 9 sports I excel at.
Yeah, it was actually just Simone Biles. We didn't know at the time.
Yeah, I had Simone just 43% from the corner 3.
But more than fair. Simone Biles did have that effect as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, another good point. Eric's been killing it today. There are 14, 15-year-olds playing 12 and under games every single week.
Yeah, we're the AAU.
So yeah, I've always defended El Monte. I don't think those are tainted numbers. Listen, you put a lot of 14-year-olds out there playing at 12 and 13-year-olds, they're gonna lit the fuck up. Just because you're 14 doesn't mean you're nice. I
think like that's what really I was like, okay, I get it. He can't play in this, but nobody was like, there was nobody that was like, I have a 9th grade team. I would like, please. You can go the other way. You can play under 18 when you're 11. Nobody cares if you're the other. Like,
I remember
contract now.
Yeah, I remember he pitched at some college, and it was just like it never worked out after. Like that was his moment, and he never got it back.
Well, listen, sometimes that's why they're like, listen, he was getting mopped up when he was going against the other 15-year-olds. Let's try him against the 10. Pippa's got 9, buddy. That's rough.
Every time we watch, he's sticking it up out there.
I gotta say, Jordan, even better than I remember, because Pippen worse than I remember.
Much. I don't remember Rodman doing a single thing this game.
His hair was cool.
Very cool. Jordan's like, who do I have to strangle in the locker room?
I wonder if I guess he's 20 years old by now. Euro Kobe Bryant's just letting the old man hear about this.
Yeah, we're about to have a comeback because of that.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I want like Kobe's the one person who would talk shit, but somebody would like Dale Harris would be like, "Listen, you see the bald man? Don't talk to him. Don't you say a word. You hear me right now? Promise me you won't say a word to him.
Just wait. Just wait until there's less time.
Yeah,
it's only 21.
Over. He's like, yeah, no, there's 8 seconds left. Not yet. Coach, we're up 40. Not yet.
I haven't watched enough. We've gotten this a couple of times. I haven't watched enough Jalen Green to be fully invested in this, but I hope he does. I'd love to see more people taking these alternate routes to get there.
I think it's again. Yeah, I hope he does. But like this year, I think proved it. Like Edwards stayed in college, nobody cared. Wiseman went and left. LaMelo never went, and those guys are top 3 in some order. I'm guessing. Like
it sounded like LaMelo is going to go at worst too. Like I
think it really does depend on what team goes where. But I think in some order, those guys are going 3, and yeah, they're just like, yeah, no, we don't. It used to be you had to have a good college run. Anthony Edwards was like, nah.
This is a very mean question.
Wow. Oh, I know my answer.
Yeah, me too.
Which one you got?
Which one do you think I got? Yeah. No chance. Give me Belichick and are you kidding me? Take that out. That's basically just Belichick and Castle, and they won 11 games. Where there's
Castle could never run like that. Don't disrespect Mitch.
That's a good point. Yeah, that's an easy one.
Good move.
O'Brien probably trade him halfway through the season, not even realize it.
I can't believe it. And they're about to like cut Kenny Stills. I cannot wait. This man is terrible.
He's not having a good run of it.
What I really love is because I can't like I've been watching just the NFL mock drafts. I can't wait till we
well, they're taking a receiver.
I don't know what the Giants are doing.
What did they do?
No, but I mean it's Gettleman. Like who knows
what true.
I feel like it's gonna be like okay, we could see any one of a number of guys here, and they just take Ruggs. Like they take somebody that was probably.
I've heard some of that.
I like Ruggs, but if Gettleman likes him, I don't like Ruggs. Yeah, John's gonna take Dexter Lawrence again at 4 somehow.
Well, was it Derek Brown? I feel like I'm getting his first name wrong.
Oh, the Auburn.
Yeah.
The defensive tackle.
Yeah. he's getting the
they're gonna take Quinn. Yeah, they're gonna take Patrick Queen.
He's getting the big best player in the draft, but somehow it's gonna go 17th. Because he doesn't have like the higher ceiling. It's like, well-rounded. He's gonna play 2 downs. You're gonna take him the fuck off the field.
I'll say this.
Let's look at these starters.
Oh, yeah.
Penny, Jordan, Kemp, Hill, Mutombo.
Much too quick. Peyton,
Bryant, Garnett, Malone, O'Neal.
Wow, that's much too large. Yuck.
Take J.K. Dobbins at 3 or 4.
Take him 1. That's like it's Derek Brown and Javon Kinlaw. And they did an article the other day. It's like, listen, just saying, Javon Kinlaw used to be homeless. It's like, well, I know who I'm picking in the. I wish you well, Derek Brown. Thomas said, Ben Jameson said, how y'all feel about Tyrese Halliburton? Big fan.
Yeah, I like him.
Big fan. I want him to go to Chicago. I don't know where he'll go, but I want him to go to Chicago.
I still want that Killian dude, the overseas point guard. Yeah, Killian Hayes.
You want him for like where?
Celtics.
Oh, listen, I've got some bad news. Kevin O'Connor wrote an article today. He says #1 overall prospect.
Okay.
So I don't think, I'm just saying, I don't think y'all gonna get him at 14 or whatever that pick is.
Yeah, that's the highest I've heard. I haven't heard him in people's like top 8s, so that's why. I like it. Plant your flag.
No, yeah, he's planting the flag early, which I respect. I also like I don't know how high up he is. He talked to some of these guys. Somebody giving him some information
for sure.
I don't think he's making these unbased. So
no, that'd be wild.
Yeah, he's yeah, but I don't. Yeah, he's not gonna be there if he's
not if that's the kind of fucking.
I was gonna say #1, and it's one of those again. All it takes is for one team to be like, I'm not taking LaMelo Ball. Like I want a point guard, but I'm not taking. I don't even.
Right. I just don't want that.
Rises, yeah, and he rises. So
Jordan Kobe getting feisty.
Yeah, about time, old man. Which way? Probably Gettleman. I think that's what I'm really waiting for.
I mean, pick one. I assume is going to be a debacle. An absolute debacle. Although if fucking Goodell's smart, he'll have he'll have called the Bengals like today and be like, "Listen, you're taking Burrow. We're not even going to talk about it. You're taking Burrow. We're not starting on a bad note." Yeah,
like with 5 minutes on the do-do-do-do. Yeah. Oh wow, the Bengals pick is in.
Now, here's one thing I haven't heard: are the in-studio guys going to be together?
No, I think they're I think they're all. So it's going to be like me, Trey Wingo, throwing it to you, Chris Berman, like in our respective home. I think.
That's going to stink.
It's going to be fucking horrible.
That's going to. I'm going to watch every second of it.
I don't think the NFL I think the NFL front office is doing the same thing. Like
they have to by law, they have to.
Right, yeah, so it's like a GM, assistant GM, whoever in different houses. So
I think that's where the fuck up's going to be. You're going to accidentally catch like someone standing behind someone. Like, oh no.
No, I think they'll be saying the wrong thing. It's like, listen, I'd give up the house for Burrow, but they're not yeah, like, yeah, Ron Rivera, yeah. No, this is I cannot wait.
It's a great point, Brett. We were going to get boats across a fountain. This is probably the best. It's probably for the best that we're not getting that. Like, why'd Joe Burrow lose his entire leg during the NFL draft?
Yeah, Chase Young, did a guy work out? He drowned draft night, man. Like the boat capsized. I don't know why we ever thought that was good. Like it really was a wild time. Yeah.
We may do Mickstape, but it's a Thursday. No, we'll already have that episode out, so we might. Maybe we will
jump on there for the first round.
Yeah, maybe we'll push that Wednesday to Thursday, and we'll just be. I'll have to see what other more important shows like Part of My Take have lined up for that night before I commit to that. But yeah, I'm very much looking forward to that because something's gonna happen for sure.
I was listening to today, the Ringer, and he was saying, NFL guy, he was like, I don't think it's gonna happen. He's like, but I wouldn't be surprised. It was like Tua might fall out of the top 10. I was like, interesting.
Listen,
Interesting.
maybe that's the Tua. Maybe that's Glazer's news. Tua is just like super hurt.
It could be because it was like that's the like he's been cleared, but it's by his people, so of course he's been cleared.
Right.
Like nobody, yeah.
His people are like I've never seen.
Listen, he is the healthiest. But it's like they don't know if that degenerative hip condition has like started to set in, and they have to check it out. And it was like if like Miami and the Chargers, wherever they're, if they go tackle or defense elsewhere, it's just one of those things like, well, something's wrong with them. Like NFL teams don't even know. So it's like, interesting. I was like, Tua just sitting there like 9. And Jacksonville's like, huh.
There's going to be a point where I'm going to be like, if we don't get Tua, I'm going to scream.
Yeah, I think because I thought about that. I was like, there's somebody will trade up. But again, we see it every year. It's like, I mean, how far will he fall before somebody trades up? So who knows?
I would take a risk for sure.
On Tua?
Yeah.
As high as what number pick?
I mean, if I'm the Chargers, I'm still looking at him. But again, I'm also signing Cam Newton. So I'm clearly looking at it a little differently than these people are. Hey, look at that suit.
What a suit, Bob.
Yeah. If I'm trading up with the Patriots pick, are you saying?
To get Tua?
Yeah, like how high?
Yeah.
Probably like
if he's still there at what number of pick, you're like, okay, we got to.
Well, I'm trying to think of what that 49ers first pick is, like 12?
13, I think.
13? Then that probably makes they have more. They're not the Dolphins who have more. So it's either them or like the Raiders. Although the Raiders probably want one of those wide receivers.
I think the Raiders have 12, yeah. Well, they've also got 19. So the Raiders have 2.
No, for sure. But they might just want to be like, we want the wide receiver now. We trade 19, but he might not be there at 19.
Right. So
I think the 49ers would move that.
Well, see, that I don't know, because I feel like they're like, because they traded it. In fact, it's like, do we want, like, they traded, blue chip, pretty good. What's his name? Buckner? Like, he was pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like I think they would like to plug in another blue chipper. I feel like they don't, like, are they like draft capital depleted where they would need to trade down?
They were, like I was saying last time, they don't have a 2, a 3, or a 4, I'm pretty sure.
From what? Shit. Oh, running backs, probably. Yeah, okay, yeah, if that's the case, then. That's
what I mean. So it's like, hey, we'll give you one of each. We'll give you one. We'll get a 2 from someone else, 3 and a 4. Here you go.
That's the thing. By 13, that's where I like somebody will definitely be untraded for him by now. Somebody will be like, this is the Ravens will be like, this is absurd. We'll take them in all of it. This is crazy.
49ers want Judy. Everyone should want Judy. Every single team.
Listen, I want them to get Jerry Jeudy, and once they get a quarterback in there, daddy.
Come on. Yeah, no, I was saying a little while ago, because every year we talk about the number 32 pick is the most available pick in any sport, in any draft. It just always seems to get flipped. This year, because the 49ers have that lack of draft capital, and they have 12, I do think 31 is the one they do move.
Yeah, I can see that. That's why I was like, at 12, I kind of see them getting I don't know where they go, but it might be like, this is our last chance to get a top 10, 15 guy for, we don't know how long. We're trying to win Super Bowl, so.
Right. No, for sure. I agree. But that's where I'm like, if I'm looking at the board, like, where do I think is the easiest to get in terms of just like swapping what we have with what a team needs?
I don't care about what's easiest for the Patriots. I'm talking about like, if he's there, like.
Well, most realistic.
Because 7 is the Panthers. They have their quarterback, so I feel like they would.
Maybe that's a big jump.
I think it's going to take a big jump, though. Like, you're what, 21?
Not if he's falling out of the top 10. That's what we're talking about.
I mean, but how, like, again, I think, who's got 11? I think Raiders have 12. I'm pretty sure Colts traded 13.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
And 49ers might take Tua, man. But like, we've been paying Jimmy G whack ass.
Yeah, maybe.
Like,
maybe. I don't hate that.
What if they? He just falls them, and they're like, "Oh boy, we never could have seen this."
Yeah,
that's what I always forget. Yeah,
we'll take a year. We'll still let Jimmy run this out, and then bang, here we go.
I feel like they haven't been playing Jimmy G forever.
Yeah, that's not a terrible idea. Especially if then they're just like, we're going to keep 31 and actually just take someone here.
Yeah. Or again, honestly, you could still trade it down. But okay, we got Tua. Now we're trading like more depth because we're not getting value maybe out of this first pick this year. And then if Shanahan as good as y'all say is, everybody's fucked.
Big fucked. Someone asked me, I think it was that same person, if I still like Fromm. Yeah. Not like first round, obviously, but for where he's projected to go, I'd be completely okay with that.
Where's he? Second, third?
No, like third, fourth. A lot of people are swinging back on the Jordan Love train. Like I haven't read a positive word about Jordan Love in a week and a half.
Yeah, see, he's the one I saw. They were like, yeah, Love might go ahead of Tua, and I was like, wait a minute now.
Yeah.
Again, Lamar Jackson went fifth in his own draft, so we see it happen every year. I can't believe the Bulls just got housed. Oh, Fromm got tiny hand. I didn't know that. Get him off my board.
I think Love's got stupid hands too. Like not even tiny, but I think his fingers are like wild different sizes.
No, he's got the stupid big hands though. They're enormous.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like one of those.
But yeah, he's got like by far the highest interception rate out of like Easton's is better. Tua's is like all time elite. Burrow's is better.
Look at anything from this last year in college. I'm like, okay, got you. Say less.
No, I saw. I think it was our guy 4Verts quote tweeted it. It was just like Jordan Love just throwing to like extremely covered players and just instant. Like it's just a pick six machine.
Hey, listen, teams like that aggressiveness. He's looking to fit it in a tight window.
What happened just there? Jordan Love completed some of the most insane passes against Michigan State for 4 straight quarters as a junior. That's part of it too. Some guys, like they're nasty as juniors, they come back senior year not as good. All-time example, obviously Dan Marino. But I'm not ready to.
Justin Herbert.
Was he that good last year?
No, yeah, listen, Kyler shot up. If Justin Herbert,
no, definitely.
And somebody looked at Kyler and Justin Herbert 6'6". Are you kidding me? So Herbert had that. He could have went, I would say top 5-ish last year. That's why I was like, he came back. Next year's Tua. So like, why was he coming back? It's Tua.
Yeah, and then next year is Lawrence, right?
Yep. Lawrence and whoever the next Joe Burrow is.
Matt Barkley, yeah. Matt Barkley was tough.
He can't. Yep. He could have been Ryan Tannehill, man.
We got a lot of Michigan State fans here. I don't know how I feel about that. Good or bad. I don't know. I just don't know how I feel.
Big in East Lansing.
This is not what I said.
Shaq was giving Rodman the blues just for reference of how Draymond was.
Listen, we're on the good side of the Michigan State fans right now, Tyler. There's no need for that.
Just saying. He stayed 4 years though. They don't love him like that. Becton, I don't know, man. The guy that shoots up only because the athleticism always scares me. Even if it's like Tristan Wirfs shot up, but it's like, oh no, the athleticism matches everything we've.
Yeah, and Wirfs was a guy who was already like highly touted too.
That's what I'm saying. Like it confirmed his pro day or combines. Like, okay, this confirms everything. This guy's a freak. Becton was like, oh wow, we didn't know he could do that. Well, you didn't know he could do that. You had 3 years or 4. Like, not to say he won't be good, but somebody take him too high because of his 40, and he's never going to run 40 yards ever again.
Right. I heard someone mocking him to Tampa because Brady needs help. Like, you imagine just throwing a rookie out there and be like, hey, if this guy gets hit, like he might die. So you got to do your job.
Yeah. You just like him because he went to Louisville. It doesn't even matter who we're talking about. The answer is yes. That's correct. Becton fourth, probably. I just don't think he'll go for it. Like Edwards from UGA, the tackle. Wirfs.
The dude from Alabama.
Willis. So it's like you're gonna take him ahead of all those guys because he was
right.
really. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, listen, I'm gonna see what everyone else is doing in terms of Barstool, because if part of my take, I'm sure they're doing something. We're not gonna take away 100 of you away from something they're doing much better. But we do have some draft stuff coming out next week. We have, as per every year, Stephen Che's mock draft. You'll hear it here first before anywhere else. That'll release next. So next Thursday's. Well, we're not going to release an episode next Friday. It'll be out next Thursday instead.
Is that okay? You got an hour or a day early?
And if nothing else is happening live during the draft, we'll go live for certain.
Or if something really good happens.
Yeah.
It's like, oh boy. Lynn Bowden went number 9. Whiskers is losing his shit.
I'll tell you what. Last year I nailed the Patriots like lock in terms of who they're absolutely going to take. I think I'm starting to. I think I might have 2 this year.
Honing in. Okay.
You want 2?
Wait, now or are you teasing us, Jay Glazer?
Listen, just think about who you just said. Think about who you just said.
I have no idea.
Becton.
Yeah. He falls to 23, and that's the pick. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I do think we're a smart home for Lenny B.
I would agree.
And then the other one, I can't even fully claim it because it's been a take in Patriot circles for the whole time he's been in college. But the one and only Rodrigo Blankenship, kicker, Georgia. Yeah. I think he's coming home. Those are my 2.
Oh, is he from there? He's from Boston?
No. Just the fact that we've been talking about like Gostkowski was hitting like Super Bowl winning kicks, and we're just like, can't wait till Blankenship's here.
Yeah, listen, man, he bring them big goggles out, and I guess a real deal.
Yeah, and listen, we straight up just released Gostkowski, so we currently have no kickers. So we're definitely taking one of them.
I could say, I like that too, Casey. Yeah, Lynn with the Saints. I deal as the Chiefs, but really, he's just not fast. Like they take 4-2 and under. He's just not that.
Right.
Saints. He could be really good with the Saints, though.
Well, too bad he's playing quarterback for me.
Okay, all right. Worked out well for the last guy. So.
Yeah, I'm just like Tyler has more Patriots jerseys than me. All of a sudden, I was like, all right,
great. He's gonna wear 12. Yeah.
Was he 12 in college?
No, but if he was just Kraft is just so petty right now. He's like, yeah, no, wear it. Yeah, I approve. But.
All right, guys. Thank you for joining us yet again. We'll be back. What's today? Wednesday. So episode Friday, another stream Sunday. We'll stream a little earlier Sunday because The Last Dance happens later at night.
Somebody said I think 8 and 9. So
that sounds right. Well, we usually do. What am I saying? We usually do.
We'll be done in time for The Last Dance. Yeah, for
sure. Maybe that's the game we'll watch. We'll just completely cuck them on their own.
Yeah, I've already got all 10 hours of The Last Dance. So yeah.
So yeah, see you guys later.
See ya.